back to your Wednesday Loose Women with Stacey Solomon, Janet Street Porter, Kelly Brook and me, Kay Adams. Still to come, Janet and Kelly are going to be going ding ding head to head on whether a cleavage competition empowers or demeans women. I know. And fashion house Chanel has come under fire for using this sultry image of Cindy Crawford's 16-year-old daughter. So we'll be asking, should underage models be banned? But first, today's guest won the hearts of the nation when she whisked, kneaded and iced her way to victory in the bake-off tent back in 2016. But her love of baking was born from heartache. Here to tell her why her grandfather's Alzheimer's inspired her to cook. Please welcome Candice Brown.
You're hogging over that side.
Yeah. Do you get that a lot when people are excited to see you and then they go, Kay!
Yes, hi, Candy.
What kind of cake is that?
That's chocolate, banana and coconut.
We should try it.
Oh,
do you think? Go on then.
Come on.
Do a bit of a
Just me straight in.
Oh, look at this.
I didn't have enough over the Easter
Didn't
weekend.
you learn not to stretch across someone else?
No manners. No, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I think last time I came on, I didn't bring any in.
Are we going to get a chance to talk to Candy? So we just devour her
digging
cake.
in.
What do we think?
Oh, it's
gonna be
delicious.
great,
Very
isn't
good.
it?
It's very moist.
Yeah. Oh, don't use that word,
baking
please. I
word.
don't like it. We need to think of another word, but I really don't like that one.
Everyone loves that word.
So, Candice, the Alzheimer's Research charity is promoting this campaign called Share the Orange.
Yes.
It's a really kind of interesting tagline for it, trying to sort of promote the understanding of what the disease is rather than just forgetfulness in old age. But for you, it's got a very special resonance, hasn't it?
Oh, gosh, yeah. So my granddad had Alzheimer's dementia and we kind of, looking back on it, I think started earlier than we thought, and we just put it down to him and his funny little ways. And actually, oh, look.
You were really close, weren't you?
Very, very, yeah. My nan and granddad were in Edmonton, where I was born. And until I was about 16, I was still spending all my summer holidays and school holidays down there. I just adored them. And yeah, he got quite bad. And then my nan was his carer. And then out of the blue, I mean, she was the absolute apple of my eye. Out of the blue, she went shopping one day and she just died. And it was a real shock because she was his carer and he was the one that was poorly. And all of a sudden he went from being bad to 100 times worse. And I think, could he have gone then and there with her? He would have done. And actually we watched him deteriorate from being granddad with Alzheimer's to someone at times didn't know who any of us were. And
you must have had to make a really tough decision about how to look after him. What was the best way? And how did the family come?
My dad. Yeah, it's my dad's mum and dad's. He did. And when Nan died, we had to also tell him as well, and that was very, very difficult because it was whether he was going to understand, and he did. And then some days he would just be, "Where's Marg?" And we'd go, "She's just gone shopping, she'll be back soon." He'd go, "Okay." And we'd all be sort of crying and he'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Didn't you make him a cake one day and he said, "Oh, it's a fruit cake," and your grandma used to make it for him?
Yeah, it's my nan's all-time recipe. It's the one that's in my book, and I shared it because it's got a handwritten recipe. It's a boiled fruit cake and it's his absolute favourite. And at a funeral I made the cake and I said, "Give Grandad a slice." I said, "Is that all right, Grandad?" And he went, "Not as good as Marg's." Oh, I'll have that because it never will be. But for someone with Alzheimer's, I think food and things like that was the only thing that used to bring him back. And his eyes used to go from that dull grey to blue, and it'd be chalk ices. And he once told my nan that he'd rather have a corned beef sandwich than a Christmas dinner, which went really well after spending all day in the kitchen.
Didn't he, to go on the Bake Off, and he inspired a lot of your recipes?
Yeah, I mean, I talk about them all the time. They're just, I'm such a family and friends person. But with sort of spending so much time with Nan and Grandad, she was an amazing cook, she was an amazing baker, but actually, also I think when he was about 13 or 14, and we only knew this because he started talking about it through his Alzheimer's, he worked in a bakery. So we'd talk about when he was 13 or 14. He wouldn't know who I was, but he'd talk about when he was in the bakery and things like that. But yeah, to be part of this campaign and sort of an ambassador for Alzheimer's Research UK is just incredible because it's just such an awful disease and it's such an awful deterioration to see and watch firsthand and see it almost happening before your eyes.
And it's now affecting so many people.
So many.
Obviously, we're hoping that before too long, they'll come up with, you know, a pill and so on, and not just early detection, but also, you know,
and
some kind of.
Well, it's also understanding it, isn't it? And I think we understand so much more, and that's part of what Share the Orange is about.
Yeah, and
helping
it's
people
such a good way of describing it. So the Share the Orange is the fact that an orange weighs on average about 140 grams, and actually, someone with Alzheimer's dementia, that's how much the brain deteriorates by. And that's massive.
So it's shrinking.
It's shrinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I worry sometimes my brain's not even the size of an actual orange.
I think the thing is, it's not an inevitability of old age.
No,
it
it's
is
not.
a physiological condition.
Yeah,
that
it
we need
is. And dementia is like, it is part of sort of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, the disease, and that's the bit on the side of it. But yeah,
the happier things. The big day is coming up.
Oh gosh,
When is? How far away?
Let's have a look.
September.
Oh, look at
Well, I mean, who's going to
Beautiful.
bake your cake for your wedding?
Well, I'm not doing it. I've done a couple, and it's the most stressful thing I've ever done.
You're not doing Harry and Meghan's cake.
No, they didn't ask me. Charming.
I think you would have made a great cake. Yes,
Thanks.
exactly. So, your cake.
So, my cake, I happen to know 11 really good bakers. And they're all going to do a tier for me.
So, all the contestants.
Yeah.
Make one.
Yeah.
Are going to make part. How big is it?
It's going to be massive.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big, I think.
Is there anyone that you thought, oh, actually, I'm not sure about their tier?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I've tasted of all their baking, so I know they're all pretty good. But they sort of said, "What do you want?" I went, "I don't care. Just whatever you like."
So it's going to be a
bit of everything.
surprise.
Yeah, just
You
go
haven't
for
given
it.
them a kind of outline.
No, I'm too laid back to be like planning a wedding. I'm like, it'll happen. Everyone else around me's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know.
So you've not started planning it?
Oh yeah, it's
you are
planning, but
it,
just
yeah.
in my own little slow way.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
I call it that's bride chiller instead of
surprises.
bridezilla.
We've got you a little surprise as well that's going to be really important for the wedding. Do you want to hand us?
Oh, okay.
Cute.
I might not fit in that. Or they could wear the other way around. Yeah, Dennis the Pug and Sybil are resting
Dennis the
calm.
Pug's never going to get into that.
Oh, might have to do a bit more walking. Sybil's all fluff. But yeah, we rescued her last April, actually, so we've had her about a year. She's an absolute sweetie. Oh, they're very cute.
And they really are going to be part of the whole day.
Are you going to have, instead of bridesmaids, dogmaids?
No, I have got bridesmaids, but they are going to play a part. We said about possibly like ring bearer. Dennis would probably eat it, so I wouldn't have anything to do with Liam, because he's obsessed with Liam, so he'd probably eat that and go, no, not my daddy. But yeah, oh, they're amazing, thank you. They will really like trying those on.
Your life has changed so much, hasn't it, in the last 2 years? It's incredible.
So much. I was speaking when I was getting sort of hair and makeup done. I was saying when I came in the first time and it was like in and out and hi, you've won and bye, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's changed crazy amounts and it's just been amazing.
I think the first time I met you on here, when you weren't on the show, you were really bubbly, and then when you were on the show, you seemed unbelievably nervous and anxious, and I couldn't understand how anyone who could go on the big baking show and in such intense competition, how you could be anxious, but you were, weren't you?
Oh gosh, yeah, and yeah, I still get very anxious, and when I talk about Bake Off, I say I was really lucky that the counter was there, because like up here I was quite still, but underneath my legs were like
Like a duck.
yeah, like literally like a duck, and I'd be dancing. I still do it even when I'm doing demos and things like that, like sort of hands and feet.
Is that different from nerves? Because you were talking about your anxiety,
Yeah.
Stacey, and it's different from nerves. It's kind of a different thing.
Well, I said to you when I saw you,
Yeah.
you're okay, and I said I did exactly last week. Anxiety through the roof. Didn't know why. I was like, is it the weather? I don't know what it is, to a point where it's just like standing in the supermarket, just like, oh, swallow it down, Candice, what are you doing? And then just try, yeah, okay, fine. It's just...
What
I don't
tools
know.
do you find help you the best? Because I know that everyone's different, and I'm always intrigued by what tools people use to sort of help it shrink.
Well, baking was a big one for me. I used to bake, well, when I baking all the time was sort of a big old stress relief for me, and that was sort of pre-Bake Off. Obviously, I still bake now, but actually puzzles is really good for me. That real methodical, like
God, that's
big old
interesting, because you said you do a lot of
puzzle.
Sudoku.
I love a bit of Sudoku. Anything that really, my mind has to focus solely on that one thing, then it can't allow any of the other thoughts
like
in.
jigsaws,
I
just-
read murder books.
I eat cake. That's a bit ominous, isn't it?
I read very violent, sweet.
Yeah, down the side,
Serial
real cakes,
killers,
that's what
yeah.
we do.
Something to take
Wheat
my mind
cake.
off.
Listen,
Yeah.
unfortunately, sorry, I've just eaten some cake. And I can verify it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. Candice, very best of luck for a wonderful nut. Oh my God, I've got crumbs on my trousers. Sorry. Still to come, Kelly tells us why she's happy to judge the Bust of Britain competition. But we are expecting a bit of a bust up. It might get heated. Don't go anywhere.